On my way to do the Idaho BDR again this year. Be heading out that way. Look at that, blue sky, not a cloud in the sky. Yeah, baby, love it, love it. Open this out here, you can camp anywhere. 6,587 feet. No flats. No runs, no trips, no errors. So far, I'm loving this Idaho BDR. I gotta tell you, I still love you. Still love you. I see a fire over there. That's not cool. That's not cool. I had a very humbling experience this morning. I was on my way leaving Darby, just getting on Well, making my way to the Mcgruder corridor, and I had a very, very close call. Closest I've ever had riding a motorcycle. Great, the wind starts to pick up now. Actually, it feels pretty good because it's 80 degrees out. So 6,500 feet and it's still 80 degrees. It's a warm one. Anyhow, yeah, I was cruising along about 55, 60 miles an hour. It's a paved road there. Lots of beautiful log homes along the Bitterroot River. And I was going by one and I, got distracted. And before I knew it, I was in the right lane, heading right to the gravel shoulder, and it started turning on me. And by the time I realized what was happening, I was in the gravel in the shoulder, and there is really no shoulder here. And I started to turn, I hit the brakes, and I realized, if I turn, I'm going to go down. So I went off the embankment. By that time, I was probably slowed down to about 50. Front end came off the ground, and I went down. And thank God there was no root, no stumps, no rocks, just thigh-high grass. I don't know what happened or how I stopped, but I just held on the brakes, downshifted, came to a stop, and let go of the clutch and killed the engine. My heart beating, and I couldn't believe that I just went off the road, off the embankment. Didn't hit anything, didn't crash. It was really weird. It was like a natural thing to do. I pulled out of the embankment and got back on the road, and less than a mile, this just felt kind of weird. I hit a little chipmunk, had a pine cone in his hand, and he was starting to cross the road, and damned if he didn't just turn and go right under my bike. I felt so bad, especially after what just happened to me. I don't like killing animals. Lori, I love you. I love you. I'm glad I'm still here for you. That was scary. Heard from a couple of riders yesterday actually, that the Mcgruder is pretty ruddy and rocky. But I've been on before, and I recall that. But they've never ridden it, so maybe their perspective was new. But it got me thinking, especially what happened, earlier this morning. Gonna use extra caution out there today. So we get down here, 6,587 feet. Montana on this side, Idaho on this side. There it is. So let's go do this. Love it! Love it! This is the Mcgruder Ranger Station. Established in 1923, is kind of a headquarters for the interior along the Selway Bitterroot mountains here. Pretty spectacular place. Too bad the station's not open. Looks like a neat place to stay. Yeah, it's a great time. So far, easy road, but you know, I got to get up on top. See what it's like. All right. Well, get back at it. Get on the main road. This was a cool side trip. Only half mile off the road. Well worth the stop. I'm up here at the Mcgruder Massacre site, around 6,800 feet. Holy cow, did you gained elevation coming up from the valley there really fast. Really good views out here today. Smoking views. Look at that. Shouldn't say smoking views. Fantastic views. Look at this. Woo! I'm on a merry-go-round! Unfortunately, it's supposed to start thundering and raining tomorrow, especially at night, and then Friday, the day after. It's supposed to rain all day, so I gotta make a decision. I may just head down south in the rain and then catch the BDR and come back this way. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe I can do that. See how that works out. But other than that, having a great time. Could be heading out that way. Look at that. Blue skies. Not a cloud in the sky. Yeah, baby. Love it. Love it. The high point on the Mcgruder. Check the GPS, see what it says. Hopefully you could read it. 8,250 feet. It's all downhill from here. Go by Burnt Knob and Poet Creek Campground and see if we can make it out to what's that place called? Green Mountain Lookout. I see a fire over there. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's the fire I saw on the Lolo motorway. All right, I'm at around 7,800 feet on the Mcgruder corridor. Just stopped to have lunch. Beautiful, beautiful place to camp. I lost my hat somewhere. I think I might have left it in Hamilton. That's all right, I'll have to get another one. Maybe Elk City has souvenir hats. Be nice to pick one up. I really like that one though because it was my Dust to Dawson hat. I earned it. Check down here. Yeah. Missing my shifting rubber there. Now I wanted to get one of these foldable shift levers, and I found the cheap one on eBay, and god dang it, thing just came unscrewed. But so far I've had most of it all to myself. Love it, love it. Got this big pile of rocks here. I don't know what this is called. Stone Point Lookout or something, or Stony Point, or I have no idea. Should look on the map, but you can see the road we came down right up there along that ridge line. Well, down here behind me here you can see where we're going, and then another road going over there. I wonder if that's the road to Burnt Knob back there. I don't think I'm going to do anything too crazy on the heavy bike by myself here. But what a bike it's been. Yeah. First trip on it out in the sticks. I've done one big road trip, but I love it. I love the different modes. I think I can get up there and get the Green Mountain Lookout. Maybe you can camp up there. I think that'd be kind of cool. I hope it's wide open. Maybe there's a source of water too, but I got plenty of water. All right, loving it. I'm here at the Burnt Knob Lookout turnoff. Yeah, that road coming up to the pass there was enough for me. It was pretty rocky. You know, they got a sign here that says, rough, steep road, maintained for 4x4 vehicles. And it's going up pretty good. So, I don't think so. Come back at her with somebody else in a 650, no problem, or even with somebody else. Take my gear off and stash it here and ride up it, but not by myself. Nope, not gonna do it. I'm gonna see if I can make it out towards, what is that called? Green Mountain Lookout. Let's go do it. So far, I'm loving this. Idaho BDR, I gotta tell you, I still love you, still love you. I'm on the Green Mountain Lookout. Wow, this is beautiful up here. Beautiful meadows out there. Wow. You can see why the elk want to hang out up here. See why the hunters come out here for the elk. You can see, I don't know if you can see in the camera or not, but out over there, it's a fire. Looks like over there is another fire. That might have been the Lolo fire I saw yesterday. I'm not sure. This one looks pretty new. I just saw that one today. Look at that. $1 million views. Oh, that fire. I hope they get that under control. It looks like it's growing bigger since I first saw it. River, and just had to stop by Nixon Rock. That's so cool. It's funny. Anyways, I'm looking for the Red River campground. Got some bad news. My front fender fell off. Anyways, Nixon Rock. That's hilarious. Outside of Riggins here, looks like a managed elk herd, or an overly managed elk herd. On my way to Bergdorf, had to stop at the bridge. So beautiful out here. Really is gorgeous. Now, what would help the situation though is it is over 90 degrees right now. The humidity is through the roof. I feel like I'm laying in a tub of warm water right now. Just hot and muggy. Gosh, that is so beautiful back there though. I love this area. River of no return. Someday maybe I go up it and I never return. Maybe that's today. This could be my final words. If that's true, don't worry about me. I'll be happy for eternally. Delicious, delicious country. If it didn't feel like it was Saudi Arabia though. Holy smokes. Well, I did get a couple sprinkles. It's supposed to thunder and lightning and shower tonight, so that's why I got a room reserved in my call. Gorgeous. Hope I don't die from a heat stroke. Let's go do this. Idaho BDR, you know, we love you. Wet twisties. French Creek Road's got them. Look at that. Twisties. Twisties. Woo! Woo, woo. All the way up. Lots of fun on a dual sport bike, that's for sure. Got twisties for galore. Now if we could just have some cold weather. It's now down to 86. It was 100 degrees down in the Salmon River. Oh my goodness. It was unbearable. The humidity is really high. Look at how steep this canyon is down there. Look at that. Right down there. Oh man, we still got some climbing to do too. You can look over here. We gotta go up. All right, well, maybe there's a cold shower for me at the end. I know Bergdorf Hot Springs doesn't sound very inviting right now. This reminds me, I have my cool vest. What the hell am I doing not putting my cool vest on? I'm an idiot! Should have put it in the river down there and put it on and cooled off. Oh my God, Lee. I'm not thinking. I brought this stuff along and I'm not thinking. God darn it. All right, well, if I can find a cold stream up here, maybe I'll throw this cool vest on. Yeah, that'll feel good. All right, let's get some more climbing done. The old bus on the Idaho BDR. It was here last year and the bus was in pretty bad shape. It looks like it's in worse shape this year. Still got all the bullet holes in it. You see all that in there. Wow, can't believe this. I really want to know what the story is of this bus. It at one time had a stove in it too. Looked like it was a hunter's camp or something like that. Anyhow, yeah, just a landmark on the Idaho BDR. Just something to say I was here. So anyhow, I was here. Let's go ahead and get going. The Old Edmondson Cabin. Everybody knows who Edmondson was. I really don't know. I'm just making a funny joke. It's late in the day. No no sign saying who Edmondson was, what they were doing out here. There must be some kind of mine or water source here. I don't see anything, but anyway, it's just something to see along the Idaho BDR. Alright, let's get a move on it.
Searching all of my days, all of my days. Many a road, you know, I've been walking on, all of my days. And I've been trying to find what's been in my mind, as the days keep turning into night. Well, I have been quietly standing in the shade all of my days. Watch the sky breaking on the promise that we made, all of this rain. And I've been trying to find what's been in my mind, as the days keep turning into night. Many a night I found myself with no friend standing near, all of my days. I cried aloud, I shook my hands at what I'm doing here, all of these days.
Okay, I'm on my way to Yellow Pine. I actually went through Bergdorf and Warren this morning. It was freaking cold up there, dropped below 40 degrees. Had to stop and put some warm clothes on, change out my gloves for the first time on the trip. This road is spectacular, not to be missed. I don't know if you can see behind me these rugged mountains. I mean, they just go down. I think we're going to go down to the bottom down there. That's a sweet little road. It's fun. If you're scared of heights, this is not the place to be. Doubly so on a motorcycle. It's got pretty good drop-offs, and it snakes its way around going down. I mean, yeah. But it's beautiful. It is fantastically beautiful. Glad I'm out here. This is the way to spend your vacation. Wow. I gotta say it again. Idaho! I love ya!
All of my days, for I look around me, and it seems you found me, and it's coming into sight, as the days keep turning into night, as the days keep turning into night. And even breathing feels alright. Yes, even breathing feels alright. Now even breathing feels alright. Yes, even breathing feels alright.
This is the Elk Creek Cemetery. Piece of history in Idaho here. It's a kind of a sad story what happened here. People got killed left and right. And the gentleman called Three Finger Smith blew his fingers off with a shotgun by accident. Strange. Cool place to have your final remains stored. Sounds like it was a hard life out here though. Really hard life. But it's a beautiful area, that's for sure. It's going to take me forever to get through this at this rate. I'm just blinded by beauty and nature. I just came up through that valley after coming up over the other side of those mountains, coming that way, or coming that way actually, and then dropping down. Oh, look at that. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Idaho. Gotta love it. I'm up at or near Elk Summit. This is some great views right up here. Looking down through those big canyons. I go up the road right here, and there's a saddle you can see back there. I think that'll be the high point. And I hope we start dropping down to Yellow Pine. I think we're over halfway to Yellow Pine right now. Just past a rider going the other way. We were both going a little hotter on the turn, so we didn't stop. But I stopped shortly up here just in case. And I just had a quick bite to eat. Enjoying these views. Stupendous views. I say that every stop, but it's true. It's true. My oh my. Looks like elk tracks right on the beach of Deadwood Reservoir. Look at that. Let's get a size comparison with my boot. So here we're at Deadwood Lake. Beautiful place. Should probably camp here. But I think I'm going to go to Loman because the forecast set for thunder showers again tonight and rain. And Loman is right along the Payette Highway, Highway 21, I believe. I think it's called. and if the weather's bad, I can exit. Maybe I can find and take and come out at Trinity. Trinity is pretty damn high. It's 9,000 feet or so. That's another place I don't want to be in a thunderstorm. So I figure every couple hours I get farther south is a couple hours. I may not have to be in the rain if I decide to bail. So yeah. From there, it's not that far to finish the BDR. It looks like just a couple of days. So I wasn't that far off last time I did this. I love this place. Haven't seen anything wrong with Idaho yet. The people have been nice. The scenery has been dynamite. The landscape is just unbelievable. And lots of wild open spaces still. Or maybe not so wild, but lots of open spaces still compared to where I currently live. Idaho, I love you. I love you. The Idaho Burn Discover Route. So for the past 40 miles or so, I've been riding through this burnt area. It's one of the most extensive I've seen. I've probably ridden through other areas that are just as bad but have grown back. This must have been recent. Just thousands of acres. Look at that. As far as the eye can see, it's mind-numbing. Probably started by lightning. It's just kind of interesting. You can see all the roads. You can see all the logging cuts in the hillsides and everything. You can really see what man has done to the land after it's been burned. You can see all the cuts and the bruises and scrapes and whatnot. The earth will heal itself, but it's just amazing to see all this stuff. I bet the elk like this stuff. You know, it burns it out and then there's grasses, and so the elk are probably just loving this stuff. And you know what? I bet the hunters like it too. More open area, they can spot across, and so on and so forth. So I don't know if it's good for the elk or good for the hunters. Anyhow, trying to get down to Loman. This is the long way down. Got a long ways to go down. We're over 7,000 feet. I think we hit the summit back there, 7,800 feet or so. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock. You gotta get down. I want to get down to Loman or somewhere near and camp. I want to get out of altitude. You can see the sky is starting to overcast. The temperature dropped a little bit, but I'm sure it'll come back up when I get down to the bottom. infamous Long Creek water crossing. I thought I'd take a look at it. It does look pretty deep. Yeah, it looks like it's at least knee deep or so. It's not something I want to try by myself. Not on this big bike. So maybe next time we come. Yeah, that drops in pretty good right there. Looks like the best route would be like right in here. But man, if you fell. But yeah, it's not something I want to do by myself anyways. I certainly don't want to dump my bike in it and get water in the airbox and everything. And oh my gosh, that would just be horrible. Not today, not by myself, not with a big ass 1200. Too big. All right, well, let's take the alternate route to Lomond. This does look cool though. Trying to come out, and then we got a campfire here. Woohoo. Okay, I'm in my tent. Can everybody hear that? It's rain! Rain, rain, rain! Let's try to avoid this. I'm so glad that I left Deadwood Lake though, went over the pass, and I'm only a couple miles outside of Lomond here along the road I camped along. I think it's still the Longs Creek, or actually it's turned into a river now. But yeah, I had a break in the rain. I went outside and started a campfire, made some breakfast, but then it picked back up. Look at my hair. Not much up there anymore to worry about, so that's the way it goes. Anyhow, I have a couple choices. I was thinking I'd finish. You know, I was looking down the road at the mountains, and they were. You know, it was misty, but now it's raining again pretty good, so I think this might be the end of my BDR trip. Skunked again. Last time due to time, this time due to weather. And you know, the bad news is I really didn't bring any, Gore-Tex gear. The forecast was for 90 degrees, 89, 78. 80 to 90 degree weather, which I had the whole time until, you know, today. It didn't show any rain in the long term. But yeah, I didn't want to bring my Gore-Tex riding jacket because that thing, it would have been hot. It's not vented very well. It's great in the rain though, but in the heat, it's the exact opposite. But I do have waterproof undergarments here. I got my riding pants that came with mine, and so on and so forth, so should be okay. But you know, overall, Idaho, I love you. I love the Idaho BDR. It's been fantastic. Love it. Love it. Road outside of La Grande. I hope you can hear me. It's a little windy. So on the Old Oregon Trail Road, The road is now called Poverty Flats Road. You can see I-84 down below me there. My Idaho BDR journey is coming to an end. I'm on my way home. It's been another fantastic journey. I got to return back to civilization. But it's been a fantastic journey. Idaho BDR. I'll say it again. I love you, man. I love you. It's awesome. It's awesome. I wish everybody safe travels. Keep the rubber side down.